Hi, my name is Jen Hageman, and I am an equine equipment designer, and my specialty is integrating top performance textiles and impact technologies into equine equipment. Today's reviewer request, ultra thin line, made in the USA. Always love to see that. This has been a big request on the Facebook page, and so we were doing it, and I will tell everyone right off the bat, this pad was actually sent to me to be reviewed by ThinLine. How about that? It boasts for $176.99 to $179.99 on the website. This is the Western Cotton Liner Contoured Wither, and it is shimmable. They've sent extra shims with it as well to test. So basically for 180 bucks, it claims saddle pads to create a closer connection with your horse. Ultra thin line products provide exceptional benefits for both horse and rider, reduces rider movement, protects horses' backs, creates better saddle fit, superior shock absorption, offers increased ability to sit and ride the gaits while giving the ultimate close contact feel, and keeps riders' backs stable. Ultra thin line protects the horse's back, encouraging proper rounding and movement. This pad eliminates both pitch and yaw, both types of saddle slip, protects show pads and backs with these liners. Great rating riders like Mike McIntyre, John and Seth Ingram, and many pleasure riders use this pad every day for increased performance in all their show horses. So let's get to the material. Sizing, they say it's 31 by 15 for the large. This is the large. It is spot on, 31 by 15 through the drop here. Throw that down there. Let's go see the materials. The quilting is looks to be a cotton poly. It looks to be about a 7-ounce twill, which is one of the, it's the highest that I know of that you can get before you move into the ducks. And it is, the binding on it is put on with looks to be about a 7-inch stitch, so that's perfect with a good quality thread. The binding is put on with precision, and I can feel it as I go around. Not only is that put on by the operator, but which is, whoever did this was incredibly skilled. The folder itself, these wider bindings are not like the ones you see on Amazon for 100 bucks that are 1 inch. These wider and hold the thicker material are actually have to be custom made, and they're pieces of very thin metal that a machinist folds into the dimensions of the thicknesses that we need for our industry, and they cost anywhere between $1,000 and $1,500 bucks. So they are very precision pieces of equipment, and it is really actually an excellent job by both the operator, and the quality is very good. The profile is a 3-inch profile. I usually run a 2.5. The more room on a profile for your withers, the better. This is awesome. I love to see this. It has a great back profile as well. You can see where it comes. Looks to be about an 1.5-inch profile in the back for your horse's spine. A lot of manufacturers will go flat through the back, and so it's not ergonomic. The breathability on this, the batting is pretty thick, but I can feel my breath straight through the other side with very little trapping. So it's going to breathe quite well. It's going to breathe quite well, and that's something I'm always looking for. Horses run higher temperatures than we do. Their backs need more ventilation than ours do because of it. So I'm always looking for materials that breathe more and have more wickable qualities than what we even run for ourselves. Combining it with the durability and abrasion resistance needed for our use makes it searching for a needle in a haystack, like most things. So on to the impact protection. Now this is a shimmable pad, and it does come with felt shims and these extra shock absorbing shims, and they just, they fit right in here. And I like that idea because I like options in design because it allows you to put your money where you want to. So you can have the felt shims for if you're a beginner, an intermediate, or a pro. You know, if you need extra protection because you're a heavyweight rider or your horse has a bunch of suspension. It gives you, these give you options, and I like that. I like giving the people the ability to choose. This Lycra is kind of, it's stretchy too, so that's awesome. Padded spine. So on to impact protection. I wanted to share with you a little bit as we go into impact protection because it seems to be the biggest question that I get. So there's most of the shock absorbing polymers come from the footing industry, and not arena footing industry, but actually tennis shoes, because that's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And so companies spend millions and millions of dollars in research and development and coming up with the latest and greatest. Every 6 months there's a release on the market of new products. Think Nike or Adidas or Puma. It's a very competitive field, and there's a lot of money in research and development, and that's where a lot of our great impact shock absorbing foams come from, the footing industry. So there lies an inherent problem when adapting into our industry. So for use in a saddle pad specifically, or in the panels of saddles. So in the footing industry, you don't want something that stops something dead, because that would actually tire out your foot and cause you more fatigue because it's not helping you. So they have something called a load and an unload. So the foot compresses on the polymer and it loads to a point, and then it springs back. And that's where you see the claims of less fatigue, of improved performance, because it's not only absorbing and loading, but it's unloading as well. We don't want any type of unloading in the saddle. Think about it. You know, it's not just us coming down, but it's our horse coming back up underneath of us. So we don't need any of that springing out of the tack. So a good example is, I was playing around with this. This is a panel of a saddle that I was dissecting. So you can see how it has the load and then the unload. So it's springing back at. Now this is one of the shims from ThinLine. So we'll see it's quite a bit, I mean, look at the thinness. So you have load and unload. Pretty cool, huh? Let's double it up. Awesome. That's pretty amazing shock absorbing qualities coming from such a thin material. Here's the XRD that I constantly use, but you can see where this is actually much, much thicker. It's, let's say it's twice as thick, not a little bit more. So that explains a little bit about what I'm looking for in shock absorption, as should you be. You can use a golf ball, you can use a marble, you can use anything. Like here's this. You're going to see the same result off of any of the materials that you use. So as crazy as it sounds, with all the claims that people make to keep you safe, because that's where we get injured the most, is coming out of the tack, bring a marble. Bring a golf ball and see how it works. This is pretty awesome. That is incredibly awesome. So for all those with really tight, very well fitted saddles, you barrel racers that keep asking me the question of this is a, and this comes with the felt and the fleece option as well. So This is an exceptional piece of equine equipment. Very, very high tech. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I'm actually really kind of blown away with how well this polymer works. This is really substantial stuff, and the availability of the options. It's a really cool design. I like it. Yeah, I don't think there's, so is it going to live up to the claims? Is it shock absorbing? Yes. Is it going to protect your horse's back? Yes. Is it going to protect your back? Yes. Is it going to hold you in the saddle? Yeah, because then you've got this impact control coming from both sides. So absolutely, is it going to help because you're not coming down on your horse's back? It's going to allow that horse to come up underneath of you and round up, which we're all trying to achieve. So does it live up to its marketing claims? Yes. Is it worth $180? I'd say it's worth more. So I think it's very, 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 very well worth the money. Yeah, that's my, go to the ThinLine Facebook page, and they're going to be giving away this pad, lipstick marks and all, for me blowing through it, and bowling ball drop marks and all. If you are a student of textiles, textile engineering, student of polymer chemistry, go to their Facebook, and they want to give you this pad to encourage more minds coming in and developing products and polymers and textiles specifically for our industry, which I think is a really cool thing to do. So again, if you are a textile student or a polymer engineering student, go to the ThinLine Facebook page and tell them why you need this pad, and they're going to send it to you. So this pad is the closest I have seen yet to come to an A. Why am I hesitant to give out A's? I don't think I'm hesitant to give out an A. It's more that I want us to keep reaching for an A. And I think that that textile student that gets this pad, that's the one who's going to build the A. Because then we'll have things for us. So what would I give this? B plus 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 plus. It's an A, but I'm going to give it a B plus plus plus, just because I want to keep striving and I want to keep driving and encouraging people to, especially those students, to keep growing our industry and making it better. So good luck winning the pad, and it's awesome. And that is my review.